Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the interview. Today, I am delighted to have Alhaji Haruna Usman, who is the chairman of the Mieti Allah in Kaduna State, the Kaduna State chapter, chairman of Mieti Allah. And we'll be having this conversation about some of the things that have been going on in Kaduna State, Nigeria, Southern Kaduna specifically. So I want to encourage you to actively participate so that we'll have a wonderful, yeah, Kurimalan Yaman Kamang, so that, so let me just confirm something and I'll get back to you right now. Looks like, all right, we are there. Sorry, so I had some technical hitches. I thought that this was not working. So just as I said, today I'm delighted to have Alhaji Haruna Usman, who is the chairman of the Mieti Allah in Kaduna State, the Kaduna State chapter. So we'll be having a conversation. A tough conversation, a difficult conversation, I believe, about some of the things that have been going on in Southern Kaduna State, and specifically in Southern Kaduna. I am delighted that you decided to join me today for this program, Alhaji Usman.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I want to start by talking about, we have had conversations with you backstage last couple of days. I want to start us off by asking, somebody may be wondering, what is Mieti Allah, and what is the aim of your organization? What does your organization do? What are your objectives? What are your goals? And what do you stand for?
Yes, Mieti Allah, Cattle Breeders Association. So the Mieti Allah is taking care of the Fulani in Nigeria.
Okay. All right. It looks like you are caught in a little bit. I don't know what's responsible for that. So, Mieti Allah represent the cattle rearers of Association of Nigeria. That was what you said, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, what are your aims and objectives? What do you stand for? What are you pursuing? What do you represent?
Yes, presenting people, defending them, and inviting them on a way, and living peace in
our. Yeah, I'm hearing some echoing in the background. I don't know what is responsible for that. Are you inside your house or outside? All right. Because there is a little bit of echoing that we cannot hear you very well. Okay, so my next question to you, talking about, you have said what you represent, and also talking about your objectives. Your objectives are to protect your own people, the Fulani people, I believe. So my next question to you, for so long, for a long time, I'm an indigenous of Southern Kaduna. For a long time, Southern Kaduna people and the Fulani coexisted peacefully without any problem. I grew up seeing this. One of my aunts was even married to a Fulani person who will go to the Ruga and Zamusha, Purat, and Nono, and all those type of things. I grew up seeing this mutual coexistence, this peaceful coexistence between Fulani people and the natives of Southern Kaduna people. And for instance, you were born in Malagum, in Kagoro. That was where you grew up, and you speak Kagoro language fluently. You happen to speak that to me. I was very impressed by that. And a lot of your Fulani people were also, they were born and raised in Southern Kaduna. We grew up peacefully. Our parents, our grandparents grew, coexisted peacefully. So my question is, What actually went wrong? What went
Yes,
wrong?
yes, you know, you are from Southern Kaduna. I was born there. My grandfather was born there. My father was born there. So normally, what happened in Southern Kaduna now? Politics and tribalism, religious sentiment causing all these problems. If you look at how we are living before in Southern Kaduna, you will go with what today. All these politics are breaking.
So when you say politics, what do you actually mean? Can you clarify what you mean by politics?
Yes, you know, some of the people that they will use tribalism to get power, and those that are mis power, and they will use it against some of the ethnic groups. If you look at some of the civil servants that stay on more than 60 years outside, they couldn't help their people after they retired of December without any assistance. It create problem between the two religions. And you know, most of majority of 85% of
you said 85%. Sorry, you said 85% of Fulani are what?
Are Muslim.
Okay.
15% are Christian. You know, we have those Fulani that are Christian. And they are living there without any problem. And they will use that politics of tribalism to create problem. More than that.
So when you say people are using politics, who specifically are you referring to? Are you referring to Muslims? Are you referring to Christians? Are you referring to governors? Or who specifically are you referring to?
Yes, you saw politics in Nigeria, majority of they are the people that are being elected senators, national reps, House of Assembly, all the positions that been appointed by a politician. There are people that have been given that mandate. So, Fulani are not contesting any political appointment, even a council. But they will use it to get Fulani helping as a political problem in Southern Kaduna.
So you are saying, is it like an ethnic politics? Can we say this is an ethnic politics or is a religious politics?
Both two.
Okay.
Ethnic and religious.
All right. So I want you to describe to me, you were born and raised in Southern Kaduna. You grew up, I believe, peacefully. You even said your grandparents were born and raised there. So tell me a little bit about your experience before all these misunderstandings and problems, because you speak Southern Kaduna language, maybe languages fluently. So tell me a little bit about your experience. How was it like growing up in Southern Kaduna as a Fulani Muslim person?
Yes, you know, maybe you know
who?
From Malaguri Richard Arbi.
Okay.
Former principal in Makarati. He is the one who sponsors the secondaries up to secondary school before he died. We are living as a family. And during the time that we stayed at the university, not all these days, the father was the one who sold a car to pay for his registration in the university. So he trained almost two of us. We live as a family. People of Southern Kaduna is hospital people that need peace.
By the way, this person you are talking about is a Kagoro Christian person, I believe.
Yes.
And he sponsored you in secondary school.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
But today, if you look at what is happening today, people that are living brothers and sisters, my wife is a Baju by tribe.
Your wife is from what?
Yes, she's a Baju by tribe.
Your wife is Baju by tribe.
Almost 6 million of Christians in my house, up to the college of education. So, but if you look at what the politicians did in Southern Kaduna, they created another problem. They have been using media, propaganda, and media to more problems. But when you come to Southern Kaduna, you see that most of the people, 45% of them, they need peace.
So how will you describe the situation right now between the Southern Kaduna natives and Fulani with the one you grew up knowing? What are the differences?
Yes, the differences is not so clear, but what we are planning now we want to bring all our relationships between us and the people of Kaduna, because we don't have any people that are living like this. So we have been inviting meeting always every weekend in light of to avoid those that are hatred and politicians that are using publicity and self-profit.
Yeah, because this is so disheartening. If you were born and raised in Southern Kaduna, you enjoyed this peace, you know that these people are peaceful, and there was this intermingleness, or you intermingled with people without any suspicion. Christians trusted, the Southern Kaduna Christians trusted the Fulani Muslims, and there wasn't any problem, even to the point of intermarriages, and you are married to a Southern Kaduna woman. It's disheartening to really understand what has actually gone wrong. You know, with this, you said it's politics, but probably we'll explore that more. I want to encourage you, if you're watching this, if you have any specific questions that you want Alhaji Usman to answer, he will be glad to answer that. The next question I have for you is, do the bad elements among your people that have been perpetrating violence, do you know the bad elements among your people that have been perpetrating violence in Southern Kaduna?
Yes, you cannot support all 100%. You say that there is no bad in the society. We have been exposing them, and they have been arrested. Those that we know that they are.
Are you saying that your organization, the Mieti Allah, has actually been exposing some of these people that are perpetrating violence?
Yes. If you look at most of the security in Southern Kaduna, we are working hand to hand with them. Anybody that we are not trusted, we are arrested. Because we need peace, we need development, and without peace, no any development. If you look at the Fulani man, is working with his wealth. He don't have bank account, he don't have anything. He are working with his property. He needs peace. Without peace, he cannot.
That's right. That's right. So in other words, just to get the point clear, because some people are of the opinion when they hear Mieti Allah, they feel that, well, you are just the sponsors of these people that are perpetrating violence. But what you have said here, and I don't have any reason to doubt or disbelieve you, is that you are actually working against the bad elements among your people that are perpetrating violence. In other words, you are actually working with the security agencies to expose the bad elements among your people.
Yes, what is in media, not something that we can talk in the media, because we don't want to put our people that are working with the security. But we are very, very happy with the commander of the Operation Safe, who is operating in Sudan, because we have a very good synergy. We make sure that people that are under our tribe, if they are criminal, we are working with him. Yes.
And that is encouraging to know if that is what is actually happening, because let me ask you, I know percentages can be misleading most times, but if you're going to give some kind of percentage, what percentage of your people will you say are the bad elements that are perpetrating this violence?
Yes, I cannot give a percentage. But what we are doing, as I told you, something that is a security matter today, you cannot expose it in the media. Yet,
Okay.
the organization that need, and we are working on. You know, you have to divide Yetiala into two. Yetiala, South and Hore, which is in my association. But our Yetiala Catholic Media Association, our board of trustees is eminent people in Nigeria, like the kind of Emir of Zazba, Emir of Kasina, you know, we cannot just carry a pen and go in there because they are our leaders, they are our board of trustees. So we have to make sure that this country are safe. This country are, but people are using their own certain header to be politics in security in Nigeria. When you come to some of the area, if you see that those people that you can only count out of 100, you'll see maybe 50% is Fulani, the rest is not Fulani. But all the mention is Fulani. I don't know. So they are using the non-hatred crisis in Nigeria to politics. That is why everything was up. We have been trying to see that we control this.
Because what you are describing, I tend to agree with that, because there is this idea that when they say Fulani people, right now in Nigeria, everybody just feels all Fulani people are terrorists, they are killers, they are killing, but I don't believe in that kind of generalization that you can demonize an entire group, you know. I feel that just as you said, that your people will be working. Your people will be working to see that they fish out these bad elements that are, you know, spoiling the names of Fulani people generally in Nigeria. What does peace mean to you?
Pardon?
What does peace mean to you?
Very, very important. Let me give you an example of what happened in just recent June. There is a problem between Hausa and Katab. It's not concerned Fulani. But at the end of the game, it comes back to the Fulani. The only one both Fulani was killed. Out of those that are in a passing by on the top. But the indigenous Fulani that killed there was 84. But we try our own to see that we say we bring energy. So that is very important. Without peace, no anything.
We are having a great conversation. I just wish that the echo that I am hearing, the feedback echo from your end, I wish that it were better for us, because we are talking about things that I think are very important, things that usually both sides seem to you know talk. We have this situation of both sides just talking across one another, not really talking to one another. So I consider this discussion very important. I wish that you would be your audible, the sound will be better for people to be able to hear you, because somebody just commented that there is echo at the background. But we'll keep talking. I wish that would be better. So peace, sometimes, you know, we have had this, people will say a Fulani man does not exist, does not forgive. But before I even go to that, I want to piggyback on what you said earlier. You said, you know, Southern Kaduna people had problems with Hausa people, but they are victimizing Fulani. Could you kindly explain what you mean? Could you explain more?
Yes, you know, there is a problem in the farm between Hausa and Qatar. And not Qatar, it's a Chawe, but it's Chaman farm in Qatar. And somebody said nobody knows. But to those that are living in the villages, they are not aware of this. They just come and start killing them. owning their house, and that is where we get almost of people in indigenous Fulani. And those that are passing by, we don't have the number of people that those that are only a few. So, but we try our best to invite always seminar with our people to make sure that this thing will succeed. You know, when they are in conflict, before you control it, they will take a long time because people have already get an agreement between each other. So we have been up to today. We have been holding meetings and to let people the important, but we succeeded.
Okay, that's a hard nut to crack, dear. Still talking about peace, I still want to ask you the same question. You said you want peace. Of course, every reasonable human being should pursue peace because without peace, you can virtually do nothing. But what would peace mean to Fulani people, especially since you are representing Kaduna State? What will peace look like for between Fulani people in Kaduna State and Southern Kaduna people?
Yes, peace means important to Fulani, and Fulani need. But what we are want, man, enter a farm of farmer. Don't win the cows. Just ask security to arrest the owner of the cows. That is how we can maintain. But
can you say that again? I didn't get that very well because of the echo.
You know, grazing the cows. And grazing the cows. Sometimes you can damage somebody's farm. But when you damage somebody's farm, just report it to the authority. You can let that Fulani man pay you. That is what we agree with our people. Anybody that touches somebody's farm, they will pay without any problem. But sometimes we can get the problem that if a cow enters somebody's farm, they will pay the header. That is the problem. That is where problem can start. But what we want now, government to do, let them get the grazing reserve. Separate area that supposed to be grazed and allow some areas that are farming so that they will avoid some of the problems.
All right, I will come back to this issue of grazing reserve and rural settlement and what have you. I'm coming back to that to talk a little bit about that. I want to ask you, this may be a personal question. I want to ask you, do you feel bad that Southern Kaduna people are killed by your own people?
Yes, surely, have to be. I am an indigenous of Southern Kaduna. Anybody in Southern Kaduna, even a Muslim brother. I was born there. I always dream to see that. If there is problem in Southern Kaduna, I'm not sleeping. All board of the Fulani are my brother.
Alhaji, is there a way you can go, because people are still complaining, saying that because of the echo, you are saying some profound things. People want to hear what you're saying, but because of the echo, people, it's not intelligible enough for people to hear what you are saying properly. Is there a way you can go, say, to a secluded place, maybe your house or something, or your room, that so that, because this discussion, this conversation is important, and I think it's important that people hear what you're saying. Is there a way you can find a better place?
Okay, what we can do, I'm not in the house now. Give me like 2 hours to find it.
Oh, that would be and you don't have like a house where like a room where you can go where you are right now?
Well,
all right. Well, let's continue.
if you look at, I'm standing genuine.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Let's continue the discussion. We'll be able to, get what we can get. You are saying some things that are very, very important. I just feel that the echoing and some of the technical glitches are depriving us of hearing, comprehending so well what you are saying. So we were talking about, you said you feel bad about you are an indigenous of Southern Kaduna. You were born and raised in Southern Kaduna, married to a Southern Kaduna woman, and you feel bad because of all these issues that are happening between the Fulani and the Southern Kaduna natives. So what are you doing about that? You are the chairman, the state chairman of Mieti Allah in Kaduna State.
Yes, if you look at what happened in 2011 when I was not the chairman, it took a long time before we come to the end. Look at what happened on June. We control everything now. I'm doing my best to see that everybody is living in peace.
Can you explain, can you clarify a little bit what you are, some of the concrete steps you are taking to see that peace is restored and trust is also restored?
Yes, sometimes every ending of the month or 2 weeks, I can invite additional rulers of Ardo to sit down with them. And after that, I call the youth down with them. And the executive, anyways, every month, they have been teaching me what is happening there. If there is anybody that they are not trusted, we invite army or police to arrest. Because we have to make sure that killing people in Southern Kaduna can stop. Because everything happens in between the natives are finding they will carry the blame to the Fulani. That is why we want to clear our names.
Yeah, but what the natives are saying, these are facts that are out there. People have been killed. A lot of people, hundreds of people have been killed. Innocent people, on the most part, have been killed for no crime of theirs. And these things are not secrets. Everyone knows them. A lot of people, some people listening to this may even know people that have been directly affected by this. Recently, Sheikh Dr. Ahmed Gumi visited, who is also in Kaduna. He visited Zamfara State and met with some of the Fulani people that have been perpetrating violence. What is your take about that approach?
Yes, we have two problems in Kaduna. Southern Kaduna is conflict, and Northern Kaduna is conflict. And why I will not say anything more about that, if you say I have access with them, then I will explain what is the problem.
Okay.
Because they know that Allah is not backing them, trying to make sure that they are arrested. That is why they don't want us to know. But what Dr. Kemi told me is the reality. Because I will work together with Ugandan, Jiwa local government. This is how they do it. I will sit down with most of the bandits. And what he was saying is true. And he was mean to see them.
So do these people that are perpetrating violence, most of them, I would think, are hiding in the bushes and what have you, are carrying out these attacks? What is the nature of the relationship between your organization, Mieti Allah, and these people, the bad elements among your people that are perpetrating violence? Are they suspicious of you, or do you get to talk to them?
We can't get to talk to them. Because, we are working like we are an NGO. An NGO is supposed to support government. You cannot hold an organization without helping government. That is why they will not, you don't have access to them.
So do they these people that are carrying out violence, have they ever shown some kind of violence towards you because you are seeking peace?
Yes. How many? Look, let me tell you. This type of we lost almost our set chairman of Niger State was killed by bandits, and my former chairman was shot in Kasomag and in South by bandits. He was in hospital now in Kano.
So, when you say bandits, you are talking about Fulani bandits.
Not Fulani alone is bandit.
No, I mean, these people that you have mentioned that they were shot, were they shot by Fulani bandits?
We cannot say because all these people that are doing this, they have a culture. Yes, they don't want to come there because they have been calling for them. You know, lack of education and most of the people that government have those of those that are in the village. No education, no hospital, and most of the population are also in the house, and they are not educated. They are not in Islam educated. So that is why some of the people that they don't plan.
Wow. Somebody wants to know, David Christopher wants to know that he's asking the question, is Mieti Allah a political group, tribal group, or a religious group? Is it also...
It's a tribal group. Yes, where it's
So it's a tribal group, not a political or religious group.
It's only speaking for Fulani. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a tribal group. It has no religious connotation. Does it mean that both, because there are Fulani people that are also Christian,
yes.
Do you also have Fulani Christians as part of Mieti Allah organization?
Yes. For our former Donald Nicola is a Christian. He was in Zankwa, but he died. He's a Christian. He's Fulani.
Wow. So, what are the solutions to ending these incessant cases of violence that we have witnessed in the past couple of years?
Yes, it is justice. If there is justice, people will maintain. Let me give you an example. From the elected representative, traditional rulers. If you go to Southern Kaduna, from there. Let me give you an example now. If you go like Zankwa today, he only rules people. He don't care about Fulani. So justice is creating peace in Nigeria. But most of the conflicts in that.
So when you say justice, what about Southern Kaduna people that have been killed? Do you also, when you say justice, I would suppose that you also mean that Southern Kaduna people that have been killed so much, so many of them also will need justice, right?
You see, if it is justice, there is no any conflict between farmers and headers. Between Fulani and the native of Southern Kaduna. It is a lack of justice making that people are killing each other. All the propaganda of the media depend on, if it is Fulani was killed, nobody will know. But Fulani will start killing Fulani. Almost the majority of people that kill in Southern Kaduna is Fulani, but nobody will know. Because they are not
are you sure about that?
Yes. I'm from Southern Kaduna now. We experienced conflict since 1987. Where if anything happens between Hausa and a native, they will block road. Any Muslim that in a Fulani they kill it. If it is Fulani they kill, nobody will know. Just last week, they poisoned almost 10 house. But we control that issue. But if it is the senator will call the owner and call the people and kill them and at least bring something and give somebody that they kill themselves. If it happens, only 15,000. So you see that is just the government have no justice. The Fulani, a representative of the election have no justice for the Fulani. And Fulani are not access to the media. What anything happens, they kill one Fulani man or they kill one native man. They say that if they kill Fulani, 10 Fulani, nobody will know.
Yeah, justice. I don't believe in selective justice. I believe that justice should be for all. There shouldn't be any selectivity when it comes to justice. We are all Nigerians. We are all people with humanity. So justice, what is meted against one person, should be, as they say, what is good for the goose should be good for the gander. So justice should be all encompassing. So, but I wanted to talk a little bit when you say lack of justice or the solution is justice. Justice from who?
Justice for all.
I mean, who should be who should be at the forefront of advocating or bringing this justice to bear?
After government and all the politicians that are elected, we have senator, House of Reps, House of Assembly, chairman of the local government and council. They have to be justice and traditional rulers. And security too. Anybody that committing crime, let security arrested him, no matter what tribe he is. And let proceed to the court of law.
So are you insinuating that there is some kind of selective justice that is taking place?
Definitely, it's true.
In favor of who?
In favor of the majority of the people that are there.
Can you be more specific?
Let me give you an example. People are complaining that there is no justice. I say why? Because the governor, the speaker is there is no justice there. I agree on that. But traditional in Southern Haruna are not that any Fulani that is living there more than 50 years. They are only their tribe. And the senator of that area was elected including the Fulani voting. But ask him today, how many Fulani have seen the reps in Southern government? So all Nigerian government and the politicians and the traditional rulers, there is no justice. That is why today problem one after another.
What do you think about Governor Nasiru El-Rufai? Do you think he is pursuing justice?
He's trying. No, he's trying.
How so?
What I say, the selection of the position is not justice to me. I'm a Muslim. The governor is a Muslim. The deputy governor is a Muslim. The speaker is a Muslim. I said there is no justice there.
All right.
If the governor is a Muslim,
you agree that that is not supposed to be, right?
The deputy governor is supposed to be a Christian. Like what he did before. But governor is trying his best to see that people are doing it. Yes.
And the governor is a Fulani man.
Anyway, I don't know. You were saying so. And I'm not sure. Yes, I know. His mother is a Fulani. Really, I speak with her. Fulani with her. She's really Fulani.
Okay, so it's all about the pursuit of justice. And by the way, the president of Nigeria is a Fulani man. Do you question that too?
No, president of Nigeria is taking it. The vice president is a Christian, and the SSG is a Christian. And if you look at Buhari today, they can kill 100 Fulani, but if they kill any tribe, they will talk. We are blaming him. But I know Dole you have to do that because all this everybody is in today talking about him that is because he's a Fulani. When anything happens to him, he talks the into an. But the man is trying. He's making justice in Nigeria. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, look at Taraba today is a problem. Because the majority is a Christian. Plateau, the same. Southern Kaduna, the same. The same. Why is that? So that is the problem we have. We have to think about it. When you go to Kano, you will see living there. Nobody is talking about it. If you go to Katsina, if you go to Sokoto, when you come to Plateau, Benue, or Taraba, or Nasarawa, the big problem between neighbors and farmers. Why are they politicizing security in this way? So you are there in America. What they are only giving media. What is happening is not what is happening.
Yeah. So the issue is, Fulani people, the whole Hada and farmer nuance. I think it needs to be more nuanced because farmers, their farm products or produce are attacked and are destroyed by Fulani herders, and they don't expect them to say anything. Do you think that is justice? If they want to say anything, they are killed.
Look, what we are hearing is what is happening. Before they attack farmers, if you investigate, you see that they still many Fulani. Yes.
Are you trying to say all the attacks that the Fulani people are doing is revenge?
It's not a Fulani is not attacking anybody. Where are they attacked?
Who's Fulani was arrested for instance?
Nobody.
Are you trying? Are you trying to deny?
Most of the problem is.
Are you trying to deny in any way that some of these killings in Southern Kaduna are not done by Fulani people?
It's not done by Fulani people.
Who
indigenous Fulani people. You know we have indigenous Fulani people. And we have a stock almost 7 state groups in Southern Kaduna, which are passing by from Ilorin to Bauchi or Maiduguri. All who have so good that. And if they attack, they stop somebody in the road, passing by, they kill him. He will come and retaliate after some months. So that is why we are saying that.
So are these people, are these passers-by, are they Fulani people or they are not Nigerians?
Yes, they are Fulani people. And they are Nigerians. Some of them are Nigerians.
So some of them are not.
Yes, some of them are not. You know, we have a long stop route that from Benin to Cameroon to Chad. And we have another one from passing pipe into Port Harcourt.
So I want to, earlier on you mentioned this issue of grazing. There have been a lot of talks about grazing, some talk about ranching, some talk about rural settlement. Which of these so-called solutions do you support?
Yes, most of them they are very important. This country, people are in Nigeria, and the land is increasing. So if you look at the encouraging, most of the stock groups have been encouraging or farm houses. So government is supposed to provide all the necessary facilities that we have in Kaduna to implement it, and they reduce it, and they will keep on asking our people to stay one place and get very good education and health sector. That is what we're struggling for.
Mm. Well, it's been a great time talking with you, though as most of the things you said, you were saying a lot of things. Some of them were unintelligible because of the technical glitches, because of the echo. I think we will need to redo this sometime. We will need to have this conversation again, but on the most part, I was able to comprehend most of the things you said. I don't know for people that were listening whether they also comprehended some of the things you said, but I think that you have a lot to say, and I think that these conversations are important because most times what happens is that people across the boards, people are just talking past one another. I think it's high time we began to have serious conversations and look at the issues and stop demonizing people, and on the most part, let's stop the bloodshed, right? Nobody wants, I believe you don't want to see people killed, do you?
Yes, it's good.
What do you mean by
People,
it's good? I asked you, do you want to see people being killed?
people have been killed. Everybody is worried about it. Any example important in Nigeria need peace. Those that have been killing, we don't want. I don't want to see my Fulani kid, and I don't want to see any indigenous. Media propaganda of the media, they are not making what's happening in Nigeria. Yes, look at what happened in Plateau. Small boys are grazing their cows. They slaughter like that. People have not carried the. So you see, all these things we have to stop politicizing security man into politics. Yes, if we look to develop Nigeria, we have this problem. This problem is not. It's in havoc in this country.
Well, let's keep having the conversation. You are occupying a very important position. I will beseech you, I will urge you that you use your position to bring lasting peace. Just as you have said, I want to take you by your words that you need to use your position to pursue peace at all cost, and also justice. Peace and justice need to go hand in hand. And let's stop this bloodshed. And just as I said earlier, this is just the beginning of a series of conversation I believe we'll be having, especially when you have a place that we can hear you better. Let's continue to have these conversations, and they may lead somewhere. And I want to thank you so much for your time and for making time to be part of the interview today. And for all of you that watch this and contributed in one way or another, I want to also thank you until I come your way next time with another interesting episode of the interview. Thank you so much.
Your WhatsApp number and some of the people so that you what is going on.
All right. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, and bye for now.
Thank you.